Hi everybody and welcome to another video. In this video I just wanted to speak about Napoli and the horrible season that they are having currently, and due to the fact that they are sitting number 9, and we know that last year, and it's halfway currently through the season, and we know last year they finished as number 1, as you can see the stats on the screen right now. And this is something that a lot of football pundits don't speak about. Well, some pundits might speak about it, but it's rare that you would find them speaking about it. When players play a season and they are gunning to win the number 1 spot in the season, it usually takes a toll on them, and because due to the minutes that are played, and a coach is always trying to put his best team on the field, and usually such teams that perform so well, they are tight knit. You don't get a lot of players replacing the starting 11. It's usually the same starting 11, and that usually takes a toll on the team, because just like Napoli did well on the Champions League, I'm sure they got knocked out on the knockout stages, and that took a toll on them, because they were also playing the league, and they got the league. They won the Scudetto in the Italian league, Serie A, but they paid a price, because right now they're paying the price currently, because their players played so many football games that they should rest. I don't know if maybe after they won the Scudetto they went out to party. I don't know about their personal lives too, but all I know is that they played a lot of minutes, and right now it's payback time, because you have to take a rest. Because when you look at those numbers, even over here, the matches that were played by their defender, who's Giovanni Di Lorenzo, is very good, but he played in 47 matches, and 46 of those matches he started them. As you can see here, the 90 minutes, it's 46 times. He played like 90 minutes 46 times. So, and it's not only him that is over like 90 minutes on 40 times. There's more players, as you can see over here, and some of the other players, like a player to be playing more than 40 times in a season, you would also like to take into account that he's probably going to be playing for his national team sometimes, and that's more minutes also that he has to give in for his national team. And when a team is chasing a title, usually players don't want to lose their title, their number 1 spot, and it gets harder when it's closer to the end of the season, because you have your teams that are playing for relegation, you have your teams that are playing for your European football qualification. Everything is tight, and also on top of that, some of these players played Champions League football, and that's another intense competition. On top of that, they have to play for their international teams to qualify for the Euros, whether it's the AFCON, when it comes to Victor Osimhen, and that usually takes a toll on the team. And just to make another example, just to bring something recent, Liverpool, when they were also champions in the season, Liverpool, when they were champions for the 2021-2022 seasons, all the players from Liverpool played a lot of matches. If you look at Liverpool over here, which is another team that played a lot of minutes in the 2021 season, 2022, they played a lot of minutes. You can see these players over here for the top 6 maybe I think like top 8 players. Look at Alisson. He started 54 times and played in 54 matches. Van Dijk played 51 times and started 51 matches. So this is ridiculous numbers. Like, you have to have your down season, and which is what's currently happening with Napoli, if nobody knows about it. So I just thought I would shed light onto that, because Liverpool, on the following season, after they won the league, they actually, like, it was only on the following season, it was only 2 players that got to play more than 4,000 minutes. which was Mohamed Salah and Allison. As you can see over here, damn, I keep on, excuse me for throwing over the numbers. As you can see over here, Mo Salah and Allison are the only two players that got to reach more than 4,000 minutes, and that was on the following season after they won the cup. Usually they call something like this a championship hangover. You know, it has a term for it, whereby players will play at a very elite level, and then the following season they'll have a drop. As you can see over here, the season before for Napoli in 2021 2022, they don't even have a single player that plays more than 4,000 minutes, and this is all in all matches, you know. So I say that to say this: football players, it's not realistic currently for them to play so many matches. It's not physically impossible, but it physically takes a toll on players. As you can see now at Manchester City, if you follow the English Premiership, players like Ruben Diaz, player like Haaland, a player like Kevin De Bruyne. Manchester City last year won a treble, but these players that I just mentioned, they are fresh. They just came back now because they were injured at the beginning of the season. But also, I think Pep used some tactics to get these players some rest, because now they are back and they have fresh legs. You know, you need that sort of rotation to rest your players if you want to always compete, and that takes and you need, in order for to do that, you need to have a squad full of depth, whereby you have your youth players, your academy players that can contribute on the team, and also you have your experienced bench players that can also shoulder the responsibility of the player of the starting 11 if one of the players are not on the field. So I think Napoli is dealing with something similar to what Liverpool went through when they won their title, because they didn't have other players to come in. They did, but the quality wasn't so good, because if you remember Liverpool that season, they didn't have Diego Jota. They didn't have a lot of players, you know, but they still managed to pull things together. Obviously, Naby Keita was always injured. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain was also one of the players that were unlucky in gaining injuries. So I think what's happening with Napoli, it's something that has happened to Liverpool, you know, whereby a team finishes the league as the number one, and the following season they drop form, or maybe they string together losses, you know. So it's just players need to rest in order for the games to be competitive all the time, because sorry about that, football is not only just about running up and down on the field. There's also the mental side of the game, whereby you, at every moment, at every minute, players are constantly engaged on full high level focus, and that takes a toll. They need to detach at some point. So I just think like it's unfortunate what's happening with Napoli, because it's a good team, but it's just that, you know, these things happen. You have to have a squad that has depth. And I think if the coach of Napoli gets fired, I think that club will be like, they'll be idiots, you know, because this is like common sense. You need your players to rest, you know. As you can see over here on the 2021-2022 season, no player at all played more than 4,000 minutes, you know. And then you check on the following season. No, this is for Liverpool. This is for Liverpool. Okay. As you can see over here, the following season, you see 3 players made 4,000 minutes. And this is when they won. And there's other players too that had more than 3,000 minutes, you know. Mixing that with injuries, mixing that with red cards, you know, they did well, but your players shouldn't be playing such minutes, you know. It's ridiculous, you know. This guy over here, Well, this guy over here, actually, Napoli has conceded. They are 2 goals away from conceding the same total they conceded for the whole of last season. So right there and then you can see these minutes this guy and this other goalkeeper have played last year. Took a toll on them. They have dropped form, you know. So anyway, man, I just thought I would bring light to this and not to the drama that's going on with Osimhen and football agents. Anyway, man, let me know what you think about this discovery and my analogy about Liverpool's title and also Napoli's title. Leave a like, subscribe. See you on the next one.